Hello, and welcome to the eManage version 7 video demonstration of the Custom Toolbar Layout functionality. Designing custom toolbar layouts allows you to hide, move, and rename any menu item or button and save the layout to a user profile. You can also set up keyboard shortcuts for menu items and buttons. In this video, I will be showing you a toolbar layout created for salespeople, then showing you how it is created. The first time you log into eManage, your screen will look exactly the way we designed it, with every bit of functionality eManage has to offer. I'm just going to run through these menus a little bit and show you how much stuff is actually here and how much is available to change. As you can see, there's a lot of functionality here that not every user is going to use. So I'm going to also show you here a toolbar layout that I have pre-designed for salespeople. So I click on the sales profile and I load select it. As you can see, I took the number of menu items down quite a bit because salespeople do not use all the functionality in eManage. I've also created a quick launch toolbar down here that fades out when it's not in use for 6 seconds, and you have a choice of how long before it fades out. But as you can see, if I open up a window, that toolbar stays on top and I can work around it still using it. I've also created some shortcut keys for use with those buttons, so I can do Control W to open up a mail merge. I can use Control K to open up the events calendar, and so on and so on. Now I'm going to take you back. I'm going to load up the administrator's toolbar, and I'm going to show you how I made that sales toolbar. Just like in Microsoft Word, you go to any toolbar, you right-click, and you choose Customize. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create my quick launch toolbar. And I'm going to tell it to float instead of docked to any side of the screen. Okay, and there's my toolbar there. I'm going to move it over here so I can move things to it. And now I'm going to get rid of anything I know they absolutely are not going to use. Salespeople are not going to use the QuickBooks menu, and they're not going to use the inventory menu, the human resources menu. They're not going to be working with barcodes. Okay, so now I'm going to start moving things around. I'm going to go here to the View menu, and I'm going to give them the eManage dashboard on their quick launch. And I'm going to give them their events and day planning calendar. And I'm going to give them the implementation calendar. And I'm going to give them new customer. And new company. And because we use GoToMeeting for technical support, I'm going to go ahead and give them GoToMeeting here. And I'm going to put the mail merge on there as well. Now I'm going to stretch this out. Just make it one long toolbar, and I'm going to put it towards the bottom. And under options here, I'm going to set the fade delay to 6,000 milliseconds, which is 6 seconds. And now I'm going to start getting rid of some other items. Since I took off the mail merge off of tools, I'm just going to get rid of the tools menu. And I'm going to put the commission payables report onto the main tool menu. And I'm going to get rid of the reports menu. And I'm going to go to search, and I'm going to get rid of the things that they won't be searching for. And I'm going to go to the view menu and do the same. Actually, I'm going to take this and I'm going to get rid of the view menu altogether. Now I'm going to go through my main tool menu and get rid of the things I don't use on there as well. Okay, now what I can do is I can create keyboard shortcuts, and right here on this configuration window you can see that there's a keyboard. And I'm just going to make some keyboard shortcuts for the quick launch toolbar. So I'm going to go here to all commands, and I'm going to start with eManage dashboard. And I'm going to set that to Control D. And I assign it. And now I'm going to do the events calendar. And I'm going to set that to Control K. And implementation calendar, I'm going to set that to Control I. And new customer, I'm going to set to Control N. And new company, I'm going to skip that one for now. Go to meeting. You can see that all of these commands are in alphabetical order. I'm going to set this one to Control G. And I'm going to set mail merge to Control W. For writing letters. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close all this, close the customization, and I'm going to save this to a profile. So save toolbar layout for rights profile. When your users log in and they don't have the right to save for a rights profile, this will be disabled or invisible. I'm going to set this to technical support because I already have a sales toolbar. Okay, it shows me that the layout was saved. And I'm going to reload my administrators. Okay, so now if I need to edit one of these, if I'm in this administrator, I can go to File, go to Save Toolbar Layout for Rights Profile. I can load up the one I want to change, Tech Support, load selected. It loads it exactly the way I left it. And I'm going to resize this toolbar because I don't like it being in 2 rows, and put it back towards the bottom. And I'm going to click on Tech Support and I'm going to save. And I'm going to reload my administrator's toolbar, and I'm just going to show you quickly that you can do this on many windows in eManage. So I'm going to open up a project here, and I'm going to open it to the Bill of Materials Estimating and Quoting window. Inside of every main window, so projects, service tickets, service agreements, serviceable items, everything that you can open up that has windows inside of a tab, the modules, history, and actions, you can redesign these toolbars as well. So I'm going to right click here, just like I do in Microsoft Word. I'm going to customize, and now I'm working in this section here. So I'm going to create a new toolbar, and I'm going to call this Quick Lunch. And I'm going to dock it to the bottom. Now in here, I can take the things that they want to see as buttons, that my salespeople want to see as buttons, and I'm going to put them down here as Quick Launch buttons so they don't have to go to the Actions menu. And now I'm going to take some of these, and I'm going to rename them. You can right click on any item here and rename them whatever you want to that makes sense for your business and to your salespeople. And again, you can move things around that people use all the time. I can take this bill of materials and I can move it up to my toolbar. And I can right click on it, and I can just call it quoting. And I can also turn it on to image and text. So now I've got it saying exactly what I want to say and where I want it to say it. I can also create keyboard shortcuts in here by going to Keyboard. I'm going to go ahead and close that, and I'm going to save it for a profile. And I'm going to save it for sales. And now, again, most toolbars in here can be saved, so also I can go into the Bill of Materials window and right click and customize, and I can do exactly the same thing. I can change any buttons. I can right click and delete. If I don't use kits, I can get rid of that. If I don't use assemblies, I can get rid of that. And I can take items out of here and move them up to here. And then right click and image and text. And then close this window, save layout for rice profile and sales. Again, at any time, I can go in and modify those by going into the window that I want to modify and save layout for profile, go to sales, load, make any changes I want, right click, customize, change what I want to change, close, and save back to the layout for the profile. And that is eManage Customizable Toolbar Layouts. Thank you for watching.